When you talk about early cancer detection, and a lot of these tests don't pick it up, how early do you test that? And how do you test to be able to see if there's anything that's going on in your body anywhere? You know, I had a very dear friend. You might have known. Did you know Jesse Lee Ward?
I did.
Yes. So Jesse Lee was a great friend.
She's amazing.
You know, and I went down and saw her the day before she passed, and you know, she knew there's something, and she wanted to go do tests, and the insurance wouldn't pay for it because she's too young. She's in her 30s. She's healthy. All this stuff.
Yeah.
And she knew something was wrong, and by the time she found it, it was stage 4, and it was, you know,
it's awful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how do you screen for that early?
There's 2 main ways that we have right now. One is blood work. It's called the Grail test.
Grail?
Yep, the Grail test, like the Holy Grail. And what it looks at is essentially proteins, looks at markers. These are secreted from microscopic tumor cells in the body. And this is, I researched this, I talk about it. And some are better than others. They'll actually tell you. They weigh them from like, this is about 10% accurate to this is 95% like accurate. So it's called the Grail test. And they're going to measure over 50 different types of cancer that they may find in your body. And the next thing to look at is actually a full body MRI without contrast, because the contrast is radioactive. It's pretty toxic. If you have to have it, you have to have it. But if you can run the full body MRI, which also looks at the brain for Alzheimer's. So you can see Alzheimer's developing 20 to 30 years early.
Wow.
And so that's why all the people who are worried, because you can actually look at, so a specific gene is called the ApoE genotype. And if you're a 3, 4, or 4, 4, you're more prone to Alzheimer's, 93% more if you're a 4, 4. That doesn't mean you're ever going to get Alzheimer's. It just means you're more prone to get it. But just because you see that gene doesn't mean that you should worry about it. You can look at it and then you can follow specific protocols. 9 out of 10 people have reversed their Alzheimer's with this specific protocol. It's called the MEND protocol. I think it should be customized based on the individual that you can run through the at-home lab. But just know that in the study, 9 out of 10 people reversed their Alzheimer's. They stopped it or reversed it. One person didn't. They had terminal Alzheimer's. It's like terminal cancer. Really hard to reverse it at that point. When you have terminal Alzheimer's, you literally have holes in your brain. So that's difficult, of course. There are limits right now. So you have the full body MRI, and then yearly you can just go back for a torso MRI. And that will look at all of your organs and lymph nodes to see if you have any cancer growing. And it can find it as early as stage 1. So it's very impressive.
If you're into network marketing, entrepreneurship, or personal development, hit subscribe for daily content. Don't miss out. We've got you covered every single day. Let's grow together.